Hello friends, topic for today's discussion is classification of energy resources. Energy resources can be classified in the following ways. Okay. First one is based on usability, based on traditional use, based on long-term availability, based on commercial application, and based on origin. Based on usability, it can be classified as primary, intermediate, and secondary. The resources which are embedded in nature prior to undergoing any human-made conversions or transformations are primary resources. Examples of primary energy resources are coal, crude oil, sunlight, wind, running rivers, vegetation, uranium, and so on. These resources are generally available in raw forms and are therefore known as raw energy resources. Generally, this form of energy cannot be used as such. These are located, explored, extracted, processed, and are converted to a form as required by the consumer. Then we have intermediate resources. These are obtained from primary energy by one or more steps of transformation and are used as vehicles of energy. The third one is secondary resources based on usability. The form of energy which is finally supplied to a consumer for utilization is known as secondary or usable energy. For example, we have electrical energy, thermal energy, chemical energy. Some forms of energy may be categorized both in intermediate as well as secondary resources. For example, we have electricity and hydrogen. Now, based on traditional use, energy resources can be classified as conventional energy resources and non-conventional energy resources. Conventional energy resources, which are being traditionally used for many decades and were in common use around the oil crisis of 1973, are called conventional energy resources. Example, fossil fuels, nuclear and hydro resources. Non-conventional energy resources, which are considered for large-scale use after the oil crisis of 1973, are called non-conventional energy sources. Example, we have solar, wind, biomass, and so on. Now, depending upon the long-term availability, energy resources can be classified as non-renewable and renewable. Resources which are finite and do not get replenished after their consumption are called non-renewable. For example, we have fossil fuels, uranium, petroleum, coal, etc. Now, renewable resources which are renewed by nature again and again and their supply is not affected by the rate of their consumption are called renewable resources. For example, we have solar, wind, biomass, ocean, geothermal, hydro energy, etc. Now, the energy resources can also be classified based on commercial application. The secondary usable energy forms such as electricity, petrol, diesel, gas are essential for commercial activities and are categorized as commercial energy resources. The economy of a country depends on its ability to convert natural raw energy into commercial energy. Non-commercial energy, the energy derived from nature and are used directly without passing through a commercial outlet is called a non-commercial resource. Example, wood, animal dung cake, crop residue, etc. Now, based on origin, these are fossil fuels, nuclear energy, hydro energy, solar energy, wind energy, biomass energy, geothermal energy, tidal energy, ocean thermal energy, and ocean wave energy. Now, what are the features of non-conventional energy resources are? We will discuss about the merits and demerits of non-conventional energy resources. Non-conventional sources are available in nature free of cost. They do not produce any pollution. Thus, by and large, they are environment friendly, we can say. These are inexhaustible. We can use them again and again. Also, they have a low gestation period. But if I will talk about the demerits of non-conventional energy sources, these are available in dilute form. Though available freely in nature, the cost of harnessing energy from non-conventional sources is generally high as compared to conventional sources. Also, their availability is uncertain. The energy flow depends on various natural phenomena beyond human control, and there are difficulty in transporting such forms of energy. So that's all for today.